Hi, this is Marty with Excellence in Education Academy again, and today we're going to be talking about creative writing because EIE is real interested in preparing our students that they can express themselves very well, not only orally and verbally, but also through the written word. And today we have the great pleasure of introducing you to my good friend, Lilli Witczak, who is our IEW writing instructor. Now, Lilli, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Wonderful.
See,
Thank you.
she has good oral presentation. The question is, can she teach it? And the answer is yes, with great success. So, explain to the people listening to our video here, what is IEW, what does it stand for, and what is the procedure that it likes to follow?
Okay, so IEW stands for Excellence.
It's the
I was going to say Excellence in Education.
It does.
Institute for Excellence in Writing. And the writing style, the writing program teaches writing with structure and style. What it is they formulated, it's kind of an outline or a method of writing that when applied, it's kind of like a framework, and when you apply the writing to this framework, you'll be a successful writer if you follow the steps. It's almost like performing a calculation in math. You have to do these certain steps and you'll get the right answer. It's the same thing with writing. It's not so free-flowing. There's form and structure to writing. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does make sense. And here's the important part. Now, the average teacher that you find in the classroom, if they have a writing assignment, say, here, write on this, and then the student returns the paper back to the teacher, the average teacher looks at it, puts a grade down, A, B, C, D, or F, turns it back to the student, and the student has no clue why they got the grade. Why are you different?
I love to write on papers. I'm so sorry about that. I apologize in advance for any students that are taking the class. I write on your paper, and it's not because I don't like you. It's because I'm correcting your paper.
There you go. So
what I do sometimes is I'll write, maybe the student, what they wrote was okay, but I think it could have been worded better. I'll write it the way that I would have put it, or I'll correct their paper, I'll correct their paper and I'll tell them what they did wrong, or I'll be specific, or I'll mention a rule, because all teachers really don't have time to go and spend a lot of time with each student one-on-one to improve their writing, so I kind of communicate through their paper. And I've seen students where they won't be writing very well, and then suddenly they'll start writing much better. And I'll think that they were cheating, so I'll ask them, why is your paper so much better? And they'll say, because I started reading the notes you've been writing on my paper.
There you go.
So, and it's happened more than once where their writing improves that much just from reading what I wrote on their paper.
Positive feedback. And I know when I observe the classes, because the one thing I do here is I go and snoop in all the classes,
so snoopy.
And I can become kind of a twit once in a while for them to bring some humor into their classes. But here's the deal. I walk into Lilli's class and the whiteboard is just loaded with all kinds of work, because they actually go through examples and they create the story and they start substituting through the formula that they use to create even a better story. Maybe you can explain a little bit about that.
Well, it's also designed, this method, this writing method is designed to increase students' vocabulary.
Yes.
And get them away from using boring words. And also the other thing is that if some students are more inclined to creative writing and some are more inclined to more technical writing. Yeah, so the units alternate between creative and more technical writing, so that students have an opportunity to learn to do both.
That is so excellent, because the Common Core really deals a lot on technical writing now and not so much creative, and here you're getting the best of both worlds, and that is critically important, especially for your student who might be headed for college or headed for a job that requires some degree of writing reports, and therefore Lilli's class will best prepare them for that. Can you explain to me, Lilli, real quick, the fable, myths, and fairy tales theme to this particular class?
Oh yes, we're going to be using fables, myths, and fairy tales. It'll be really great. One of the ones that I'm working with a student right now is the Epic of Gilgamesh, and they had never heard that story before, so that was good.
Yes.
To do, and it's by having a theme, your student is not only learning how to write, but they're learning another topic while they write, and they're not really.
Exactly.
You're not really beating them over the head with it. They're just kind of learning it as part of the study of writing. So it's fun.
Perfect. And see, again, the nice thing about the homeschool environment and also the IEW classes, like she says, you're going to learn about mythology, fairy tales, and fables. And see, that's one of the areas that a lot of homeschoolers, in fact, a lot of students across the board, classroom or homeschool, they're not being introduced to the fables and to the mythology. And there's so many innuendos out there that are mentioning through phraseology things from mythology and fables. And if you don't understand that, then you miss the meaning of sometimes people talking to you in parables and whatever. So again, a great way to expand your knowledge and become a better student, therefore a better person. Are there anything you'd like to say about your class that I have not covered or asked you about?
First day of class is September 12th. We meet Mondays 9 through 10 to 10:15, and so sign up soon. It's right before Latin 1, so you're a student. If you want, you can sign up for the writing class and then go straight into Latin 1 and
there you go.
Have 2 classes knocked off like that.
And you get her pleasant personality for the first
both.
part of Monday, and your kids will come home with totally happy creatures. Now go to eieacademy.com, go then to EIE classes, scroll down, and you'll find both of her Hebrew class, her Latin classes, and her writing classes. So again, thank you for viewing us, and we hope that you have the chance to sign up and experience a great teacher and some wonderful classes at EIE Academy. Take care, adios, till next time.
Bye.